Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans. It is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Florida State's offense will get first crack at it here. Renegade was feeling his oats the last time these two got together as Florida State blew out the Gators.
And with that win, it just carried so much momentum throughout the rest of the season for the Seminoles and in the offseason as well. This is one of those games, if you win like that, you make a statement, not just in the state of Florida, but all across the country.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. Got it, looking for the first down. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered. Man zone, that's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
The give to the back, and there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen, and you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Now they'll run the draw. Finding an escape route. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Gators offense will go to work for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the...
Lots of room to run. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida. They get set for the point.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Seminoles want to move quickly. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Leads it with the back. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Clement. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops the throw. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
That's a nice play by the defense. You're trailing early in the game. They've got the ball on your side of the field, so you force the incompletion on third down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And it's picked up at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Oh, finds his man on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Noles moving quickly to the line. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
Well, this game certainly doesn't have the longevity historically that a lot of other rivalries have in college football, but this game always means so much. It impacts the conference championship race, the national championship race, and the Heisman Trophy race.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The Noles send out the punt unit. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Back to the ground game on the left. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll give it to the back. Breaks the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Caught close to the marker. It's Clement. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! Sometimes you're hesitant to use your quarterback as a runner, not when your quarterback runs like this.
You dang right. I'm going to use him. I'm going to use him early and often. The dude can run so well, can make you miss. Do you worry about him getting dinged up throughout a game? Sure, but when you can do things like that, it makes your offense so much stronger.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Penn State is getting blitzed right now in Beaver Stadium in front of that super loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 14 to Miami. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that can really make the quarterback's life difficult. You gotta put...
Spins away from one. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Seminoles in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're setting up the screen. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got the back in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Seminoles are on the move. Gives it on the option. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Here we go, Zach. Looking downfield on 1st down. Back open in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's strong. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his back in the middle. Rams him with the stiff arm. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. He'll take a shot. He's got an open man. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Seminoles!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Grab near the marker. It's Rousseau. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You get a little bit of time to throw, you can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Got it in the middle. It's Clement. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Zings it complete to the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Gators! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Gators and Noles. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Florida State and Florida plays out.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, a lot of space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Penn State is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 14 to Miami. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. And the Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the tight end. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Power football with the run. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Back to pass on second down. Snagged out of the air. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Oh, better look out! And they're able to make the tackle.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's strong. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Seminoles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. He's got it on the move. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be fourth down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Had to settle for the field goal. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David, the offense. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First and 10 coming up. They're going to ride this running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. He's got it. Still running at the 40. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when
big man has it, it's a first down and more. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw again. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Gators can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Motion from the back. Shotgun snap on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Quick release by the QB. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offenses want to get the receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. He wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him! Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
At the 10-yard line. 1st and goal.
We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Tries again to get it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big...
Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the Gators have chomped down, and they've put a little distance between themselves and the Noles.
You know, both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the 2nd half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is really flying around.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Penn State is getting blitzed right now in Beaver Stadium in front of that super loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 21 to Miami. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays, but man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Seminoles trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. This time in goal for the offense. Let's go! Let's go! Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Gators buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Finding open areas. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. At the 40, there he goes. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. They'll run it from the gun. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Here we go. Might as well give it to him again. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. So now it's second and long. Boom. The give on the inside. Got enough space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Going right to work up top. It's complete to the right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The offense set for a first down play. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that for Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. And it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the back. Pass to Sticks still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headlines in this one. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia, as we'll see the number 24th ranked team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. To throw. It's Allen. Running out of time in the pocket. He's got the first down and more. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on it, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
We'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Almost makes a terrible freshman mistake. Lucky that it's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually, that's going to cost you.
Looks like he's going to run it. That's enough to move the sticks. First down now from the 23.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Allen. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
The Canes hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Now he's stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Miami. Setting the tone early. How about the execution opening drive of a conference championship game?
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
And it's field, the returner trying to create good field position here. They tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. refuses to be stopped. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackle at the 26.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
An important third down play coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. Man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, especially on third down. Get him the ball.
And it's a bunch formation. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
The receiver makes the catch. He moved the ball to the 48 and earned a fresh set of downs. The Gators moving quickly down the field here. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Running back grabs it on a screen. Fights off a defender. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Great patience here, great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Gators will line up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's a quick grab. Ball carrier tackled at the 2, a solid gain on that completion.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Using his legs, it's Williams. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Grab behind the line, it's Mung. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Throwing up play action. On the move now. Tries to get it to the running back. Pulls it in. It's Williams. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength. 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The ball is caught. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on second down. Dropping back, it's Allen. He's running out of time here. Here's the target, and it's complete. The Hurricanes keep the football on the move.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis.
Oh, the pass rush gets home. The sack moves him into extreme field goal range. You've got to do something now on second and long. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Oh, the defense will knock him down. What's going to be the final play of the period. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, well, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
He's got it, enough for a first down. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Way too much speed on that play. Methodical but effective for probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting, slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion, just masterful execution on that drive.
He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And the Gators churn out another first down.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 29. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. A deep shot to the left side. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. He could go. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Allen. Moves out of the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. Nowhere to run. They'll corral it for no gain.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21. And the Canes have 1st and 10 here. He's going to hand this off. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And he's stopping at the 4 after an excellent run.
Well, this is what this quarterback can do. You got all the receivers in the backs locked up and covered, and he just slips out and takes it all the way inside the 10-yard line. Great recognition on this one, and this defense is going to have to start accounting for this quarterback.
He fights in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
He's brought down at the 12. That's before field position to start the drive. Retakes the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
They'll tackle him out across the 20.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
3rd down coming up after that running play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Close to the tight end. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. Could take it all the way. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Catch made on the out route. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch.
The key on the 3rd down between the quarterback and the wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time.
Touchdown, Miami. This offense is still clicking. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Miami, 28, Florida, 7.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And looking to throw now on first down. Makes the catch downfield. He's in the clear. The 30. At the 20. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Gators.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
14.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. To play before half. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. And then try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, staying holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. To the air. It's Allen. Looking for his big tight end. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping him.
Touchdown, Florida. A great catch and run for 6. Well, we had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Point after, up and good.
21.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now.
Hey, when you got a wide receiver like this, you got to give him chances downfield to make plays, and they did that there for a nice gain.
Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. The misfire on 1st down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 46. And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Solid gain on the play there. Wiped out by the penalty flag. 2nd down after that previous play. Scanning the field. It's Allen. Wide open downfield. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. Now, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Caught by the receiver. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st.
From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Touchdown, Hurricanes. This offense really clicking. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Automatic in the PAT. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught quickly. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, I cannot believe we're still in the first half. This guy's already got a couple touchdowns. Now he's adding to his receiver total here by picking up another first down and more yards.
Lets it go quickly. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his third interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change to bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking deep to the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's third down, but he's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
After three straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on
deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and a chance at an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be second down. This will likely be the last play of the half.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here.
Touchdown, Canes. He broke away and they couldn't catch him.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. Talk about putting up points before halftime, and they're really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
And the point after is good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Away to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Eager to get something going as we begin the third quarter. Cut in to this huge lead. Has the first down and more. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Grabbed by the receiver. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Solid run. Tackle with the 45-yard line.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
First down here for this offense. The shotgun handoff here. Breaking free at the 35. They get him to the ground, but an explosive running play there.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Catch made in space. Look out. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8. The Gators line it up with first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Touchdown, Gators. This offense cannot be stopped.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Going after it, not right through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
28.
Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and they bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Scanning the field. It's Allen. On the run here. Let's it go. He finds his man. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Great job by the defender coming up with that tackle that'll keep him short of the first down. I think the quarterback thought his receiver could win any one-on-one battle, but this defender makes a heck of a play. Now we got 4th down.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
But this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
First down. We're going to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down at the 44. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, man, it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receiver.
Swarmed by the pass rush.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this in the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence in the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
No surprise, offense going for it on fourth down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He'll be brought down on fourth down, and the drive ends with a sack.
Now the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
There's the handoff. Breaks an open space. Tackle made after a big game.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Looking to pass here on second down. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Solid first down gain, sets the ball up close to the goal line, and they finish it off here on second and goal. Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. The back's got it. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
1st and 10 now. Clock running, final minute of the quarter. Dropping back. It's Allen. On the move now. And it's incomplete, even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up, a long way to go for a first down. Moves out of the pocket. Escapes the pocket. The Hurricanes will look to convert here on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. The receiver grabs it. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
They test the middle to get stuffed. That one goes nowhere. 2nd down play coming up. And the the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Makes a quick catch. Puts some space around the 30. Touchdown, Gators. There was no catching him that time. In a conference championship game, this quarterback, this receiver, having a performance we are never going to forget.
You know, at this point, I'm just kind of sitting back, just enjoying it. I don't even know what to say from an analytical standpoint because it just keeps happening over and over again. But it sure is fun to just sit back and watch these guys execute.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. We get to the end of 3. It's been a tremendous competitive battle here as we check out some of the stats so far. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking to throw. It's Allen. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. The freshman QB shows his toughness. Picks up the first down himself.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed, but what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Down through a shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. You can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even effective running game, by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
The pass is caught. They're playing enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43. The Canes looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time.
Catch made at the 10. Offense will decline the penalty after that big gain. The Hurricanes will line up now. It's first and goal. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the defense wraps him up. It's a second and goal play for the offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off. Reminds his defense what he can do with his legs and almost took it to...
Touchdown, Miami. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting them in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense retakes the field. He hands it off from the gun. Picks up the first, looking for more. Breaks into the clear. They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and He is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
So one enormous play has this offense inside the 30. Let's see if they can cash in this scoring opportunity. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the tackle is made. This screen pass there produces a solid gain.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, no, trapping back there. A fourth down stop and a sack, no less.
Love the aggressive nature here by this defense on this fourth down. The offense is going for it, and instead of sitting back, they decide to attack that offensive front. Get after them with a lot of bodies, and they're able to come up with that sack.
Pounding away with the run game. Got the first down and still motoring. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The pocket breaking down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. To throw, it's Allen. It's an out route, the catch made. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
And there's the handoff. He finds some space. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Miami, 56. Florida, 42.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Gators offense retakes the field. Time running out in this conference championship game. This is a desperation drive right here. Got to score. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Getting set. Here's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He'll throw it now. Looking right. This one caught. Solid tackle. Able to get him down.
Chris, I love what this defense is doing right now, working with a two-possession lead, essentially telling the offense, hey, we'll give you those underneath throws. We'll allow those short gains, but we're not going to give any shots downfield, and we're going to tackle you inbounds to keep that clock moving.
Oh, had a chance at another interception. Couldn't quite hold on, but it's going to be fourth down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's fourth down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. That completion makes it second and medium. Looking to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Defensive coordinator dials up man-to-man coverage, puts the free safety in center field. This is where his instincts have got to take over, and they do here. He reads the quarterback's eyes, leads him to the football, and he does a nice job of knocking it away.
They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. The first down drop in the middle of the field.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport.